Okay, so remember the vision they were giving me? It was like, it's like the principles of Catholicism, or probably most religions, where um, it's like keeps you down because then you're going to bob up to heaven. Or you got to suffer in hell here, and then you go to heaven. Um, and so you can apply that like to all of life. And the way they just showed it, oh God, help me get it out. It was so good. It's like some of us do get addicted to that pain, but we don't realize it. Oh, how can I say this clearer? It's like, you know how from your biggest heartache is usually your greatest comeback, right? It's like it opens you up. If you're going in and doing the work, right? Like if it hurts so bad and you go in to see why, see like where you weren't loving yourself, you can also turn that pain into power, right? It's like the greatest creative outlet, right? So, okay, that's a good way to say it. It's like the greatest creative outlet. So how horrible to think of it this way, but fuck if it wasn't shown this way. This really was how it was like knowing that. It's like innately knowing that. It's like going in. It's like going in to drama, knowing with an open heart. I know, but show me how you showed it. It was like going into into the fire on purpose, all this stuff, but it wasn't. Oh, this was more like because usually people are doing trauma bonds. They don't even, it's like they're unconscious to what the fuck is going on because they're unhealed. So they're bumbling around in the dark and they bumble into somebody else who's at that same vibration. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it's, and so then, yes, there's all that pain and all that stuff. And yes, of course, if they wake up when they break up, they can go into the dark night of the soul, or however you want to say it, where you're looking at where you weren't loving yourself and what the fuck was going on and what were you thinking and why would you do that to yourself and where did that come from, and you clean all that shit up and turn that pain into power. And but this was it was kind of like that, but it wasn't. In other words, it was like somebody consciously diving into places where they know they were going to get shredded, knowing that, yes, it's going to be awful. It's going to shred. But then the beauty abound, the beauty that comes from such agony, right? So that was what it was. It was like this same mentality. So it was this like addiction to pain, or this like insatiable quench for pain, but it wasn't that. It was that, but it was more than that. It was that to get to the other side. Again, this is like, it's like so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary to do it that way, but but I can understand and relate to it. It's all of it. It's like what you hear in religions. It is true, I find, with art, right? I do find that for me, my best spurts of creative outlet have been after the hardest times, but it is always like that. It's, darkest before it's dawn. It's all that. It's depression, right? It's like, it's the same people. You get addicted to the lull. You get addicted to the lull, but it's not the lull that you're addicted to. It's the other side of the lull that you're addicted to. But it's dangerous business. In other words, God, if you're hearing this, don't go doing that, right? It's like, it's that idea of like, you don't know what you're doing. Don't go playing down there, right? Don't start diving into danger. This is terrible the way they're showing it now. It's like some people just aren't strong enough for that. They can't come out the other side. So it's like, don't consciously do that. It is such a like deep-seated unconscious thing that most people do. But this is a hard one to get out, because I'm telling you, I hear all this, I know all this, I understand all this. I dance with the devil. I am well aware of all of this too much of a degree, right? Like if a degree I should be embarrassed by. And because now I see it. So now I do not need to. But how can I? So it's like, you don't, it's like some people get enticed by it, right? Like they could hear that, they could hear me speak like this and get enticed by that. And it's like, oh, honey, you'll get chewed up and spit out. I know I'm making light of it and laughing. But because I've been through the dark so many times, me in the dark, I can see in the dark, right? Like I'm not blinded by the dark, right? Like it's different. I'm nocturnal, right? Or whatever you call it, right? So it's like, don't be enticed by my laughing. You'll slip and bump your little head, and you might never be able to see in the dark, right? So it's like, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you intentionally do that to yourself? That's where I think, it's tough, because people do look outside themselves and they compare and compete and want something they don't have. And it's like, you don't know anything about it. Don't worry about it. Focus on what your stuff. Go within and learn you. It's like we're not all created equal. That's interesting, because I think we are, but we're not all created the same. That's what it is. That's what they're showing. It's like we're all mixed with different ingredients, and in other words, what they're showing in that, it's like the person who may hear that and they probably have something that I'm very weak in, right? But see, I don't care. I'm not looking to compare or compete. I'm only looking to compete with me, to be the better version of me each day. Anyway, let me go back to the story, because originally what it was showing. So you hear all that. You hear all the swings. This person was now intentionally diving into. So, it was like these massive tubs of water is what it looked like. And they were this itty bitty tiny person standing, like they had to walk up a ladder so high to get to a diving board to dive into the pool of water. And they would dive in and they would be down there forever, to the point where it was like, oh, they died. They must have died, because you can't stay underwater that long. They're dead. They must have died. And then time would go by, and it was just clear as day. Everybody left because they died. They had to have. But they pop out. They pop out of the water and then dive into the next one. And this kept happening. They just kept diving into deep wells of water. And then they would come out. And it was, if anything, it was just miraculous that they came out, right? So normally we say it's like, then you turn your pain into power. Well, this was like pleasure for them. And then they came out and they dove into the next one. They weren't even, and everybody was just amazed, because it was like, huh? How'd they do that? So it was more of like this amazing swing, but they weren't even noticing anybody else's amazement. They didn't know anybody was even around. This person just kept diving from barrel to barrel to barrel. Having the time of her life. She had her little swim cap on and everything. She had her goggles on. It was hysterical. And, but anyway, I had gone into more. And so the point is what I was gathering from all of it was more of, was she diving for gold? Was she diving for, so, sorry, they're showing it again. And it's kind of interesting that I'm hearing it out loud now as I'm putting words to all these images. It's like, maybe she was totally oblivious to everyone watching, because she was diving into all these scenarios that were seemingly terribly dangerous willingly, because she was searching and looking for something. So she was willing to go from bucket to bucket to bucket. I'm saying bucket, but these were massive barrels. I don't know what you would even call them. And searching, looking. I keep wanting to say a silo, but I don't know what it is. Was it oil? I mean, what is she? Is that what you're implying, that it was oil so she couldn't see? But she came out clean every time. So I don't think it couldn't have been oil. She would have come out with, I don't know. Very interesting. Very interesting. I still don't know if I keep getting sidetracked with all these images they keep showing me. I think the main point I came on to say that I found interesting was the fact that, right. They're telling me also, like, I think we can all relate to that at some point. Of course, they're showing this very dramatically, but, I think we all like the drama until we decide we want the telenovela on the tela, right? Just keep it on the TV and enjoy your peace and calm. Like, once you're balanced, once you're healed and whole, it's like you're not interested in partaking in the drama in your day-to-day life, right? It's like, no, that can stay on the TV, right? You've had enough of the deep dives. You've had enough of the drama. You've had enough of the chaos. You want somebody else who has also had enough, right? And they're looking to build and enjoy and live and love and have peace and calm and ease. And that is exciting, right? That's what fuels them, excites them, lights them up. Yeah. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.